Hey, get out of that car.
Oh, Charlie. See these dice? I was giving them to Charlie, but now I'm not. I decided to keep him. He doesn't deserve it.
What year is your Mercury?
61.
61. And you never bring this car because it's parked somewhere else, right?
I park it in Bellflower.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my
One
office
of his
is.
tenants' garage.
Oh, come on.
Come out.
So I pick it up on like a Friday, and I bring it down. But I've been working on the other car, so this one did sit for a while.
You've had this car for a long time, right?
I have.
How long have you had this car?
Well, I think probably now about 15 years.
15 years.
Yeah. I was fortunate to get it. Me and my brother, I found the car in Long Beach, and then I called Danny. Danny met me over there, and the woman that owned it was an elderly woman, but the car was sitting for like 13 years because her and her husband were a little bit older. They couldn't drive it because the power steering didn't have power steering. So she was, the worker said, had called me and said, hey, there's a woman that has a car for sale. So me and Danny went down there and looked at it, and then this car reminded us of my mom and dad's car.
Okay.
So me and my brother, on my mom and dad's car is a picture of Danny here when he was only like 4 years old on the hood.
Okay.
So we're sitting there looking at the car going, brother, I see you on the hood, right? And he goes, well, if you don't take it, I will. And that's kind of how it hit it. It was like a memory.
Yeah.
So we picked up the car, drove it home. I'm sorry, put it on a flatbed. Danny took it to Dad's house, and so I left Lakewood, and I'm on my way back to Huntington Beach. Within about a 30-minute time frame, Danny got the car running. So he calls me, right? And he said, hey, Johnny, do you hear it? I go, hear what? He says, no, do you hear it? I go, hear what? He goes, I'm cruising down the Lama Boulevard, right? I said, brother, I made a U-turn. I drove all the way back to my dad's house, and then me and Danny went for a ride. Seriously, it was like 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night.
That's funny.
And I've owned it ever since. And the reason why I bought this car was mainly because it definitely was a car my parents had, and I love that memory. And that picture of my brother, this one here, of that is in his house today.
How
When you
funny.
walk in his living room, there it is. So it's a great memory, man.
Yeah, it's a good looking car.
Thank you. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a good looking car.
Thanks.
What motor came in these?
These came in the back. They came with a 390 Danny and a 352. So I'll tell about the story being you go and get it.
Don't buy it. If he doesn't buy it, I'm buying it.
That's what he said. That's what he said. So me and him are looking at the car, like I said. Everybody talking about the picture of you when you were little.
Yeah.
And I saw my baby brother on that hood, and that's why I bought the car.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
it was cool.
It's a good looking car. I like it. And it's different than your Tri-5 stuff that you normally bring. Yeah.
Steven, totally different than the other cars. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also like that it's not the typical Johnny 100% beautifully restored. I like that it looks like it came out of an old lady's garage and it's just driven.
That's right. Okay, what it is.
I like that it's not Johnny fight.
That's it. But this is the deal, because they said, a lot of guys say, hey, do the interior. I kind of want to leave it like it is with the
I think it's
patina,
cool. Yeah.
and it's cool,
Yeah.
So I'm leaving it exactly the way I bought it.
I agree. Yeah.
And it had the big white walls on it. That's original,
Yeah.
It's got the bias tires,
Yeah.
and those are the actually original hubcaps that came on this car.
Yeah.